introduction.
That's because you wrote it down.
See there, everybody?
Yeah, give me the applications.
Yeah, there you go. Complete your bio. So thank you so much. I have had one-on-ones with many of you so far, and they are absolutely fabulous, and I do thank you all for that. I am going to talk at the end of my presentation today a little bit about what good referrals would be for me. And basically, you're never supposed to say what a good referral would be anybody, but basically a good referral is anybody. But I'm going to give you the specific kinds of people, okay? So today, so today we're going to go over first, we're going to have some fun facts. Some fun facts about having your will done. Isn't that fun? Yay! Some fun facts about identity theft. Yay! Yay! You're not enthusiastic. You don't think there are fun facts about that. I don't understand that at all. But let me tell you what, the fun in it is knowing what to watch out for. The fun in it is having protection and prevention set up ahead of time, okay? And so that you don't have your identity stolen. So that when something happens to a member of your family, you have your will in place. When you get in a car accident, you have somebody to call and help you. So that's the fun part. You know, it's just like we have health insurance, we have auto insurance, we have life insurance, we have homeowners insurance. Charlie, do you really want to use your health insurance? Like, is that right on the top of your list?
Do I want to use it?
Yeah.
No, it's
No.
not to be healthy.
Exactly. Okay. Okay. Joan,
Yeah.
do you want to use your homeowner's insurance? Like, do you want to have your house burned down and use your homeowner insurance?
You know, I've seen that happen, and it's really not pleasant.
Not so much. But you have it, right? You have your homeowner's
Yeah,
insurance. Okay, Patty, do you want to use your life insurance? No. We definitely don't want to use our life insurance. But here's why we have it. We have all these insurance products because they protect us. They protect us from bad things happening. And they protect us when a bad thing does happen, then we can handle it properly and we can have someone help us. We can have our health insurance company help us. We can have our car insurance company help us and deal with the situation. That's what Legal Shield and Identity Theft Shield is all about. It's having legal insurance and identity insurance so that, number one, we can help prevent bad things from happening, and number two, when a bad thing does happen, we have somebody we can pick up the phone, we can call, we can ask a question, and we can have it handled by a professional, okay? So, I am going to pick new baby mama. I'm going to pick on you,
Okay.
and I'm going to ask you, do you have your will in place that includes that baby?
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah.
Good
She's on it.
job.
I have a 401 will and no trust.
Okay, fabulous. She is covered. How many people, and you can just raise your hands a little bit if you want to, how many people do not have a will in place? Oh, righty then. Okay. And so, you know, planning for the event of your death is the end of your life is not a fun topic. We know that from Palm Mortuary. But we also know from Palm Mortuary that we do it because we're leaving that love letter to our family that says this is what we want done upon our death. Having a will done, your living will and your healthcare power of attorney is that same love letter. It's an add-on to that love letter. Because God forbid something happens, you're in a horrible car crash and you're on life support, you're lying in a coma in the hospital, is your loved one gonna know what your wishes are? Is your loved one gonna know if you want to be unplugged or be kept alive? Is your loved one gonna know that? And are they gonna have the legal power to act on that knowledge? Okay? But dying without a will leaves up totally to chance as to how your assets are distributed and who will take care of your children. And that's the most important thing. And that's why I say kudos for having a trust in place in terms of who's going to take care of your children. Because if you pass away, if both parents pass away in the state of Nevada, the children become wards of the court. And it is not your choice as to who gets guardianship of your children. It is the court's choice. Okay?
Yeah, you don't want that to happen.
You don't want that to happen.
No,
The
because
other
I've been
part of
down
that
there
you
and
don't
seen
want to
that.
happen is, you know those 8 relatives you have, and you're only like 1.5 of them? Okay? You don't want those other 7.5 to get guardianship of your children and not raise them the way you want them raised, okay? So that's why it's important to have a will, living will, and healthcare power of attorney in place. How many people heard on the news that 2 days ago, 2 days ago, Metro Police are no longer responding to traffic accidents if there's no injury?
No.
Okay. What are we gonna do now when we get into a fender bender or a fender crunch, okay, which it more likely is here in Las Vegas, and the Metro Police are not gonna come and take a report? What are we gonna do to protect ourselves from that other driver saying, oh, it was her fault. It was definitely her fault. She definitely did something to cause that accident. Oh, and that driver has somebody in their car and they go, oh yeah, it was definitely her fault. It's definitely her fault. I've seen Carla driving, and it was definitely her fault. What are we going to do? Well, with our the traffic portion of our legal plan, we're going to pick up the phone while we're sitting there in the car and gathering all the information and taking our pictures and writing down license numbers and getting insurance coverage. We're going to also pick up our cell phone. We're going to call our traffic attorney and our attorney at the law firm here in Las Vegas, and we're going to say, I've been in a car accident and I want you to give me advice as to what to do. Oh, what if that happens at 3 o'clock in the morning, Magdalene?
Good luck.
What if it happens at 4 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon? You're going to pick up your cell phone and you're going to call your attorney, because within 30 seconds your attorney from the law firm here in Las Vegas is going to call you back and give you advice and give you help and be there for you to make sure 24/7, 365, be there for you and make sure that you are being covered in not being the cause of that accident, okay? All right, fun facts for identity theft. According to the Department of Justice, there were how many million identity theft victims in 2012? 2 million, 10 million, 16 million, 24 million.
16.
16.6 million. 16.6 million victims of identity theft in 2012. Now, here's what everyone says every time I do a one-on-one, every time I sit down with someone, they go, I'm never going to have my identity stolen. No, that's never going to happen to me. I do all the right things. I pay attention and I check my credit report and I have my Amex card and they're watching if somebody ever uses my Amex card fraudulently. I have everything in order. Not so much, guys. Because out of those 16.6 million events of identity theft, only 17% were credit card fraud or financial fraud. Only 17%. And the other, so what I want to talk to you about is the other types of identity fraud. And we don't think about these things, okay? Our social security number. Now we all know that our social security number, I mean, we fill that out willy-nilly. Every time somebody gives us a form, every time we go online, we just fill it out willy-nilly. Military members of the military are particularly concerned about this because for years and decades they've used their social security number for their military ID. Okay? Now they're starting to give out Department of Defense identity cards with a different number on them. But how many military members still are using their social security number? Okay, we use our social security number all the time. However, what happens is that social security number, when it gets taken, it gets sold on the internet, and it gets sold on the internet to people around the country, people around the world. And then there was a stay-at-home mom in Georgia, stay-at-home mom. She filed her tax return, and then the IRS sent her this lovely letter back, saying that she owed $1 million in income taxes.
Whoa!
And she's like, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm not exactly sure how this works. What she found out in her investigation, there were 70 people in 8 different states using her social security number, her name, and her address to work a job. Oh. And when she called the IRS and she said, I'm a stay-at-home mom, I don't work 70 full-time jobs. Guess what the IRS said? We don't care, right? Because we can't find them. They don't live any place that we can find. but you do, and you're responsible. Now, you say, well, this doesn't make any sense. I mean, they can't make me pay that. They can't, oh, yes, they can. What she had done was they put a stop on all her bank accounts, on all her money coming in. She couldn't even buy food for her children, okay? And here's the catch. When your Social Security number is used to work jobs fraudulently, you have to prove that you are not every single one of those 70 people, okay? It's not just like, oh, no, I'm not them. You have to prove it. There was a driver's license. We have our driver's license stolen all the time. And it's not hard to get your driver's license number either. I just filled it in on some online forum I did, okay? I don't even remember what it was, but I filled in my driver's license, so it's out there. A school teacher in Florida. Her purse was stolen, her wallet was stolen, her driver's license was used by a shall we say, lady of the evening. And the lady of the evening got arrested 3 times. Now, the school background check was done on the teachers, and this school teacher, who, hadn't done anything, came up with being a prostitute on her background check. Okay, it's tax season, guys. I just want to give a couple really quick tax tips. If you receive any W-2s, from an employer with whom you have never been employed, check that, okay? It seems so simple, but we don't think about it. Oh, that's not my W-2, circular file. It could be a W-2 in your Social Security number. Now, what if somebody is working under your Social Security number? You might be, say you lose your job, you're eligible for unemployment or you're eligible for disability. Oops, no, you're not. Because 20 people have been working under your Social Security number, and the Social Security records say that you're employed. So you don't get unemployment, you don't get disability, okay? When going to file your income taxes, you're notified that a return has already been submitted for that year. The thing I wanted to just share with you is who is a good referral for me. A good referral is anyone with small children. A good referral is anyone with teenage drivers in the home, or anyone who drives like a teenager. Okay.
One of those.
I have to put both hands up, okay? I got 3 speeding tickets in 18 months, 1 in each municipality. Okay? I have no points on my license. I have, my insurance company does not know that I've ever received a speeding ticket because my personal, I consider Karen to be my personal traffic attorney at the law firm, okay? She takes the speeding tickets and she makes them into parking tickets. I pay the fine, okay? Any families. I also work with small business owners, Tatya, and so you were just speaking before about starting up a business, getting your LLC done, you're going to have correspondence, you're going to have contracts to be reviewed, you're going to have, you might, God forbid, I hate this, debt collection letters, okay? Has any small business owner not received payment from a client at one point or another? No, they never do that, do they? Debt collection letters. So there's an entire array for small business owners. Now, for the rest of us, there's our home-based business plan. We have a home-based business. We work out of our house. Our home address is our business address. And we also have a plan for that. Thank you very much.